Good morning to everyone. I am Manushtira Ravinder Singh. Today I will be presenting on modern technologies for environmental sustainability in plasticizer manufacturing using UPC Chemicals Malaysia in Gebeng, Kuantan, Pahang as the case study. UPC Chemicals manufactures plasticizers, which are chemical additives used to improve the flexibility and durability of PVC products. Like many other chemical manufacturing plants, the production process involves in handling hazardous materials or chemicals and consumes significant amounts of energy. These activities can affect the environment if they are not properly managed. In this presentation, I will briefly explain the manufacturing process, identify the main environmental issues, and demonstrate on how modern technologies such as the Internet of Things, or known as IoT, and artificial intelligence, also known as AI, can reduce environmental impacts and improve sustainability. Now, I am going to talk about recap of the industrial process. This slide summarizes the plasticizer manufacturing process. The process begins with the storage of raw materials such as alcohols and organic acids. These materials are then transferred into an esterification reactor where they react under controlled temperature and pressure conditions to produce plasticizers. Then the product then passes through distillation and purification to remove the impurities before it is stored, packed, and distributed to customers. Although this process is highly efficient, it also creates several environmental impacts. The first one is the volatile organic compounds, also known as VOCs, can be released into the atmosphere during storage and chemical transfer operations. The second one is wastewater, which is also known as processed wastewater, is produced from cleaning activities and manufacturing processes, which must be treated before discharge. The third one is hazardous chemical residues and contaminated packaging generate scheduled waste that requires proper disposal too. Finally, the heating and distillation consume large amounts of steam and electricity, leading to high energy consumption and carbon emissions. The next one will be identification of environmental issues. There are three major environmental issues associated with this manufacturing process. The first issue is VOC emissions. These emissions mainly come from storage tanks, pipelines, and chemical reactors. VOCs also contribute to air pollution that may affect workers' health and also contribute to greenhouse gas emissions. The second issues will be wastewater contamination. Wastewater generated during equipment cleaning and production may contain chemical contaminants too. If it is discharged without proper treatment, it can pollute rivers and also harm aquatic ecosystems. The third issue is high energy consumption. The heating and distillation stages requires continuous use of steam and electricity. Now, this issue can increase the greenhouse gas emissions and also raises operating costs. These environmental issues highlight the importance of implementing modern technologies that can improve monitoring, efficiency, and also pollution control. Moving on to the next slide, the first technology that I am going to propose is the Internet of Things, or known as IoT. IoT uses smart sensors that are installed throughout the manufacturing plant. These sensors can continuously monitor environmental and process conditions in real time. For example, sensors can be placed on storage tanks, pipelines, reactors, and wastewater discharge points to measure VOC concentrations, to detect chemical leaks, to monitor wastewater quality, and to record temperature and also pressure. All the information collected by these sensors is then transmitted to a central monitoring system. If there is any abnormal conditions are detected, such as chemical leak or high VOC concentration, the system will immediately send an alert to the operators. This enables workers to respond even more quickly before a small problem becomes a major environmental incident. The sustainability benefits of IoT include reduced chemical emissions, early detection of leak, lower downs of pollution risk, improved regulatory compliances, and better protection for the workers and the surrounding environment too. The second technology is artificial intelligence, or known as AI. AI can analyze large amounts of operational data collected from equipment such as pumps, bulbs, pipelines, and reactors. Instead of waiting until the equipment fails, AI can actually identify abnormal operating patterns and predicts failures before they happen. Now, this approach is also known as predictive maintenance. For example, if an AI detects unusual pressure changes or temperature increases, maintenance can be scheduled before a leak or equipment failure occurs. This prevents chemical spillage, reduces hazardous waste, and minimizes production downtime. AI can also optimize energy consumption by automatically adjusting reactor temperatures, steam usage, and distillation conditions to improve efficiency. As a result, AI not only improves equipment reliability but also can reduce energy consumption, lowers down greenhouse gas emissions, extends equipment lifespan, and also decreases maintenance costs. Now, this slide shows the relationship between the manufacturing process, environmental issues, technology solutions, and sustainability outcomes. Plasticizer manufacturing plants creates environmental challenges such as VOC emissions, wastewater generation, and high energy consumption. By applying IoT monitoring systems and AI predictive maintenance, this company can actually reduce emissions, minimize chemical leakage, improve energy efficiency, and optimize waste management too. Now, these improvements can actually lead to a cleaner production, lowers down carbon emissions, better environmental compliance, and sustainable manufacturing practices. This demonstrates how modern technologies support both environmental protection and long term industrial sustainability. In conclusion, plasticizer manufacturing is a very important industrial process, but it also presents significant environmental challenges too. The major issues include VOC emissions, wastewater contamination, hazardous waste generation, and high energy consumption. Modern technologies such as IoT and artificial intelligence provide practical solutions by enabling real time monitoring, predictive maintenance, and energy optimization. Now, these technologies can actually help to reduce pollution, improve operational efficiency, support compliance with environmental regulations, and contribute to sustainable industrial development. Overall, the integration of modern technologies allows companies such as UPC Chemicals to move towards safer, cleaner, and more sustainable manufacturing. Thank you for your attention.